My trip to New York. Hi, I'm Zoe, and I recently had the most incredible trip to New York City. This was my very first time visiting, and let me tell you, it was an experience like no other. I had dreamed about exploring this bustling metropolis for years, and when the opportunity finally came, I was beyond excited. As soon as I stepped off the plane at JFK Airport, I was hit by the city's vibrant energy and constant movement. It felt like I was diving headfirst into a whirlwind of activity and excitement. My first stop was Times Square. If you've ever seen pictures or movies of Times Square, you might think you know what to expect, but nothing prepares you for the reality. The moment I arrived, I was greeted by a dazzling array of lights and colors. The gigantic billboards, each one more elaborate than the last, flashed advertisements and bright images that seemed to pulse with life. The streets were alive with people from all over the world, each one contributing to the cacophony of sounds. Taxi horns blaring, street performers singing, and the general hum of a city that never sleeps. I was particularly struck by a street performer juggling flaming torches. He moved with such grace and skill, and when he handed me his hat and encouraged me to join in, I couldn't help but laugh. Although I politely declined, watching him was a highlight. The next morning, I decided to immerse myself in the natural beauty of Central Park. It was a clear, sunny day, perfect for renting a bike and exploring this sprawling green oasis in the middle of the concrete jungle. As I cycled along the park's winding paths, I was surrounded by the sounds of laughter and nature. Families were spread out on picnic blankets, enjoying homemade sandwiches and playing frisbee. Couples were leisurely rowing boats on the park's serene lake, their voices blending with the gentle splash of oars. Children eagerly fed the ducks, their faces lit up with pure joy. It was a charming scene, and I felt completely at ease. During my ride, I happened upon a lively group of musicians playing jazz and folk tunes. Their music was so captivating that I couldn't resist dancing along for a few minutes. It was a delightful way to soak in the park's atmosphere. One of the most memorable parts of my trip was visiting the Metropolitan Museum of Art. The museum's grandeur was impressive, with its vast collection spanning centuries and cultures. As I wandered through its vast halls, I was transported back in time. I marveled at ancient Egyptian artifacts, including intricately decorated sarcophagi and mummies, which offered a glimpse into the distant past. The European paintings were equally awe-inspiring, with masterpieces by artists like Van Gogh and Rembrandt that took my breath away. I was particularly fascinated by the medieval armor display, where I could see the detailed craftsmanship of knights' suits of armor. The museum was so expansive that I felt like I could explore it for days, but there was still more of New York to experience. In the evening, I went to see a Broadway show, and it was nothing short of spectacular. The theater was a masterpiece of its own, with opulent decor and plush seats. The performance was a musical extravaganza, featuring stunning choreography, powerful vocal performances, and a storyline that was both moving and entertaining. The actors' energy was infectious, and I found myself completely absorbed in the performance, feeling every emotion they conveyed. It was a perfect blend of art and entertainment, and I left the theater feeling exhilarated. After the show, I decided to savor a quintessential New York experience, grabbing a hot dog from a street vendor. The hot dog was simple but delicious, served with mustard and onions just as I imagined. As I walked through the city with my hot dog in hand, I took in the sights and sounds of the bustling streets. The bright lights of Broadway continued to sparkle, and the energy of the city was palpable. It was a perfect way to cap off an exciting day. My trip concluded with a visit to the Empire State Building. I made my way to the observation deck just before sunset, and the view was absolutely breathtaking. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the city below transformed into a glittering expanse of lights. From up there, the entire skyline seemed to stretch out endlessly, with landmarks like the Statue of Liberty and Central Park clearly visible. The sunset bathed the city in a warm, golden glow, creating a mesmerizing panorama that I won't soon forget. New York City, you have captured my heart. The vibrant energy, diverse culture, and unforgettable experiences have left me with memories that will last a lifetime. I am already looking forward to the next time I can return and explore even more of what this incredible city has to offer. Until then, NYC, I'll cherish the moments and keep the city's spirit alive in my heart. My family. Hi, I'm Zoe. I live in a cozy house in New York with my wonderful family. It's just my parents, my little brother, and me. Our house is small but full of love and laughter. My dad works at a local bank as a manager. He's very dedicated and always helps others, even at work. My mom is a school teacher. She's passionate about her students and loves sharing knowledge. She always brings home the most interesting stories about her students and their achievements. Every morning, my mom wakes up early to cook breakfast for us. The smell of pancakes fills the house, and we all gather in the kitchen. After breakfast, she heads off to her school, while my dad leaves for the bank. I love our morning routine. It's a special time when we all come together before starting our day. My little brother is in elementary school. He's super smart and always curious. He loves asking questions and figuring out how things work. Sometimes, we spend hours building things with his Lego sets or doing science experiments from his kits. He often helps me with my university studies, especially when I'm stuck on math problems. He's also really good at board games. We play together a lot, and he usually wins. We have a whole shelf dedicated to our favorite games, and we're always on the lookout for new ones to try. I'm a university student, and I love indoor games like cards and puzzles. They help me relax after a long day of studying. My parents are very supportive of my education. They always encourage me to do my best and help me stay focused on my goals. My favorite spot in the house is a little corner by the window where I can read and study. I've decorated it with fairy lights and cozy pillows, making it my personal haven. Weekends are special for us. We often visit a local charity where my dad volunteers. He has a big heart and always finds time to help those in need. My mom, brother, and I join him, and it's a great way to spend time together while making a difference in our community. We help organize donations, serve meals, and sometimes just spend time talking to people who need a friendly ear. It's a humbling experience and has taught me the importance of giving back. Sometimes, we also go on little adventures around the city. We explore new parks, visit museums, or just enjoy a picnic by the river. My brother loves the zoo, so we go there often. It's always a joy to see his eyes light up when he sees his favorite animals. My mom and I love the botanical gardens. We can spend hours wandering through the beautiful flower displays. At home, we have a small garden in our backyard. My mom and I love gardening together. We grow flowers, herbs, and a few vegetables. It's so rewarding to see our hard work bloom into beautiful plants. My brother has his own little patch where he grows sunflowers and tomatoes. He's very proud of his garden and loves showing it off to visitors. I'm so proud of my family. They inspire me to be kind, hardworking, and compassionate. Our home may be small, but it's filled with love and happiness. We share our joys and support each other through challenges. I love our movie nights, where we all cuddle up on the couch with popcorn and watch our favorite films. I also cherish the quiet evenings when we all sit together, reading our books or playing music. I love my family very much, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. They are my biggest supporters and my source of strength. Every day, I'm grateful for the love and warmth we share. Our house is not just a place where we live, it's a place where we create memories and dreams together. Daily routine as a homemaker. Hi, I'm Zoe. As a homemaker, my day is a mix of taking care of my home and finding time for myself. I have a routine that helps me keep everything running smoothly while also making sure I enjoy my day. Let me take you through a typical day in my life. My day begins early, usually around 6 a.m. I love this quiet time of the morning. I wake up gently, often with the first light of dawn coming through my curtains. My first task is to make a soothing cup of herbal tea. I sit by the window and drink my tea slowly. This moment helps me wake up and gives me time to think about the day ahead. I use this peaceful time to plan out what I need to do and set a positive mood for the day. After enjoying my tea, I head to the kitchen to make breakfast for my family. Breakfast is an important part of our morning. I like to prepare meals that are both healthy and tasty. Sometimes I make homemade pancakes with fresh fruit, scrambled eggs with vegetables, or a hearty smoothie. I make sure the breakfast is balanced and nutritious. I also set the table nicely to make the meal more enjoyable. This time is not just about eating, it's about starting our day with a good, positive feeling. Once breakfast is over and everyone has left for work or school, I focus on the chores around the house. My first stop is the kitchen. I clean up from breakfast, which includes washing the dishes, wiping down the counters, and putting everything back in its place. Keeping the kitchen clean helps everything stay organized. Next, I do the laundry. I sort the clothes by color and fabric, then start the washing machine. While the laundry is washing, I like to listen to podcasts or audiobooks. It makes the chore more enjoyable and keeps me entertained or informed. After doing the laundry, I usually run any errands that need to be done. This might include grocery shopping, picking up household supplies, or taking care of other tasks outside the home. I try to plan these errands carefully to be as efficient as possible. I make a shopping list and meal planner to make sure I get everything I need in one trip. This saves time and helps me stay organized. In the afternoon, I focus on more detailed cleaning tasks. This includes vacuuming the carpets, dusting surfaces, and mopping the floors. If the weather is nice, I also spend some time in the garden. Gardening is both a chore and a way for me to relax. It lets me enjoy nature and make our outdoor space look nice. Around lunchtime, I prepare a simple yet nutritious meal. This could be a fresh salad, homemade soup, or a quick sandwich. I use this time to enjoy a quiet meal by myself. It's a moment to relax, think about the morning, and plan the rest of the day. Sometimes, I might read a book or take a short walk outside to recharge. As the afternoon turns into evening, I start getting ready for dinner. Cooking is one of my favorite parts of the day. I enjoy trying new recipes and making meals that my family will love. Dinner is also a special time for us to be together. We often cook as a family, which makes the cooking process more fun and helps us spend quality time together. After dinner, I clean up the kitchen and dining area. This includes washing dishes, wiping down surfaces, and tidying up. I like to make sure everything is clean and organized so we can start the next day fresh and ready. Once the day is done and the house is settled, I take some time for myself in the evening. This might involve reading a book, watching a favorite TV show, or working on a hobby like knitting or painting. This personal time is important for me to relax and stay balanced. Before going to bed, I prepare for the next day. I lay out clothes, plan meals, and make a to-do list. This helps me feel ready and calm for the next day. I also take a few moments to think about the day, noting what went well and what might need to be adjusted for the future. Being a homemaker involves a lot of different tasks and responsibilities, but my routine helps me manage everything smoothly. By planning carefully and taking time for myself, I create a happy and well-organized home for my family. Each day is a chance to take care of my household and enjoy the rewards of a well-managed home.